excuse me. And once I sort of have a linked connection, is what they're calling it, via Twitter, um, Discord server admins can then create roles based on Twitter account metadata. So um, maybe some server creates a frequent poster role, which means that uh, a Twitter user has posted 10 times in the past week. Maybe some server creates like a Twitter OG role, which means that someone's had a Twitter account for the past 5 years. Um, and the goal of doing this is really to help improve trust and safety across Discord and reduce spam and scam. So the hope is that by knowing who you're actually interacting with, knowing who you're chatting with, it's more likely to it's less likely to for you to be susceptible to scams and spam, to be rugged by a user pretending that they're someone they're not, because you can actually see the wallet data. You can see a verified role very clearly next to the user's profile. So from a Solana perspective, what this means is that now users are able to come in and link their Solana wallet to their Discord username. Discord server admins can then go and create roles based on metadata from your wallet, and we have kind of two proof of concept initial integrations here, or initial metadata pieces here. The first, supporting the trust and safety use case, we have wallet age, we have recent activity based on recent transactions, and we have whether or not it's a funded wallet, meaning whether or not the wallet has at least a zero point 0.1 SOL balance. And so this way, Discord servers can require, hey, you have to connect your wallet. You have to at least have a wallet that's more than 5 days old, or has been active in the last 6 months. Once again, just trying to avoid those spam and scam use cases. And then what we also did was we worked with the folks over at Match Day, which is an NFT project, to create a token gating example for them, where within their Discord server, there's a check that a user has a match day challenge pass, which is their NFT. You can get a role based on that server, and then servers can actually token gate based off of those roles. So you get nice token gating or NFT gating via this. I think that the big response to that is, hey, aren't what about Grape and Matrica and all of this? And we're actually working really closely with Grape and Matrica, so they can take this technology, they can run with it, and they can develop really unique experiences on top of it. For us, this goal was really to create a proof of concept for the integration, and then hand it off to the community to find incredible new ways to interact with it.
Awesome. That was a lot of content, a lot of info, but all super exciting. And I will just interject kind of the content here for a second. If you wouldn't mind retweeting, blowing up, it's not every day you get to talk with Solana Labs, people that have knowledge of firsthand of what's going on. Yeah, and so super thankful for your time. But so the first part though is essentially now you can link your Discord to Twitter essentially and the wallet. Because it's actually kind of funny. My Discord bio right now is never involved in OTC trades because everyone at DGods for a while there was people just pretending to be us and scamming people every single day. It was pretty bad. But I guess that's kind of like the first major aspect of this here.
Exactly. That's the intent, to avoid those types of situations because they're so rampant across Discord. So the first hope is for us to help there. The second hope is kind of the token gating use case, and then the future use case. We see this as hopefully the first step in many launches to come alongside Discord. And we envision a future where you can do things like purchase NFTs, vote on governance actions, make payments, all directly with Discord. So the sky's the limit here. It's exciting to see them take this first step into Web3, and I think we as a community need to come together to show the interesting use cases, to show how we're using it in order to push them a little bit further and get this developed further.
Yeah, no, and then so I guess of like people like Matrica or maybe NFT products that are doing like whitelist solutions right now are so it sounds like you guys are kind of planning to work with them versus like replace them with a Discord solution, or how do you kind of see it playing out for like just whitelist management in general?
That's exactly right. So we basically brought Grape and in early on as kind of launch partners for us so they could go live with this experience in their servers and just start playing with the Discord API. And so their plan is to roll this out to all of the different servers that they support, given they're really the experts in this space. And we're kind of just giving them our resources in terms of the way we approach some of the challenges in developing our bots, in the way that we interacted with the Discord API in order for them to really run with this and take this to the next level.
Gotcha. And then I guess what is the timing on like kind of future functionality here, or when is it going to be like rolled out on the like specific Discord server level? I don't know if you have that info, but definitely curious.
Yeah, so what's great is this is already live, so anyone can go in and play with this today in the servers that they're a part of. One thing that Discord is doing, they're doing a holdout group, which means there's a certain percentage of servers who don't yet have the experience because they want to basically measure the results of this on servers who have it versus servers who don't. They're going to be planning on rolling this out to those additional servers over the next 1 to 2 months. But I think at least 50% of servers should have this experience inside of them today. One of the things we've also done for folks who know Lamport DAO, we've worked with them to basically create like a testing space where users who are interested in this, but whose servers that they partake in haven't set this up yet, you can just jump into Lamport DAO and test this out in there. So it's very readily usable for Solana users across the board.
Gotcha. And so you mentioned, and I see Leon with his hand up. We are gonna, after a couple more questions, we're just gonna open it up to have some questions from the audience. But feel free to request if anyone's got questions or comment and hit the purple button below. But yeah, I guess down, you mentioned two specific, what was it, Lamport, and then also the NFT collection. Can you just go over those specific names again and kind of what they are for people?
Yeah, Lamport DAO is run by Mert over at Helios. It's kind of a lot of the Solana community developers are in that DAO. And I can also send you the link to that Discord. But that's basically somewhere where we're actively testing the experience for people who are interested in it. And then separate from that, Match Day is an NFT collection that is also has created basically a token gating example within their server that folks can check out. But we actively know that more and more servers are kind of rolling out this experience since it's gone live today. So this is kind of available for any server admin who's interested in enabling it. And then beyond that, the last thing I'll mention is that this is also an API that others can build on top of. And so the same way that we at Solana Labs created our own Solana bot on top of this API, anyone else out there in the ecosystem can also go and create their own bots. And we had folks pinging us with questions around, hey, can I use this to create roles based on DAO members? Can I use this to create roles based on my own NFT collection? All of that is possible. Folks can just jump into the Discord API and start using that to customize it for their own use cases above and beyond what we've already built out, or what Grape and Matrika might be building out.
So if there's any project founders listening that might have questions or kind of want to start understanding the experience more, what's like the best place for them to go get info?
Yeah, so Discord put out a really great blog post on this. I think in the tweet that you have pinned, we quote tweet that blog post. So I would definitely check that out. At the very bottom of that of that blog post, I think they get into some of the API details. And then would also encourage, if you're interested in this or have questions about how to get started, feel free to reach out to me as well, and I can definitely point you in the right direction.
Awesome. And then kind of the last question from me, and then if anyone has questions from the audience, feel free to request to come up or tweet at us. But this seems like it's kind of like a first step with Solana and Discord. I know you may not be able to share everything, but do you kind of envision the partnership down the road for like NFT users? And then I think Legend's got a couple questions for you as well.
Yeah, so there's a few different hopes with this. One for this V for this V1, the hope is to kind of expand the API out, make it more robust for additional use cases and actions, which we can still do today. Like for instance, the token gating we're able to do today, but it requires a custom bot for each server. Whereas by them expanding the API a bit, we'll be able to sort of get NFT gating, token gating, in all servers using just one bot. And so there's some sort of housekeeping type improvements we want to work with them to make. But like I mentioned, the big hope is that with this is really for the future and for enabling Web3 actions across the board within Discord. Things like these DAO votes, things like purchasing an NFT, things like payments, things like token gated watch parties through their Netflix integrations. The sky's the limit here, and I think Discord is excited about the potential that this API has across both Web 2 and Web 3 players. But I think it's up to us as a community to show, hey, we're ready for this, we're hungry for this, we want to build on top of this.